Hi, group number twos. Welcome to this week's reading. This week we are getting advice from the virtues of the tarot deck. This is the virtue that called to you today. She is Lady Justice, card number 11 in this deck. You also had this coin. So yeah, I decided to do a message from the virtues this week because Christmas and the holidays and the New Year's always has to do with thinking of ourselves and thinking how we can be better people, how we can improve in the new year, what we learned from last year. Also, like the classic virtues of faith, hope, and love is what Christmas is all about. So we're asking the virtues for their advice on the coming new year and any advice that we need to know from this past year and all that stuff. So this week I am going to do another story time where I just pull cards until it feels right and see what Justice has to say. I am using my Eldritch Overload deck. I did an interview it on the channel. Oh, I did an interview of it on this channel. If you want to go see that, you can see what her personality is. I do think she's a her because the Empress came out in her reading. And yeah, so she does give off some hard-ass girly energy. So we are going to stick with that. So anyway, the Justice card in the tarot deck. She's oftentimes holding scales. She's sometimes blind. She's sometimes not blind. She almost always has an owl with her. Yeah, the Justice card is one of the harder cards for us to interpret. I always have difficulty with both Justice and Judgment personally. But the classic virtue of Justice is about karma. It's about people getting what they deserve. It's about righting the scales of the world. It's about finding justice. It's about the concept of right versus wrong and maintaining right in the world. So yeah, Justice can be a difficult card to swallow. So we are just getting some advice from Lady Justice today. Yeah, so we're just going to see what she has to say. So Lady Justice, would you please give my group number twos some new advice about the new year? Oh, also Justice is like, the owl is like to represent wisdom and that kind of stuff. So could you please give us some advice on the new year coming up? Maybe some advice about the old year. Those ones wanted to come out for sure. Okay. Please give us some of your wisdom, Lady Justice. One, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, this one, this one. Also this one. Any more? Wow, you guys have a lot. These two. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm just going to show you all the cards to start out with, and then I will read you what they say. Let's see how many cards you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my gosh, you guys got 11. That's the number of Justice. So that's interesting. Okay, so the cards that you guys have received are, you have the 8 of Wands. I love these cards, you guys. They're so cool. The 8 of Wands, the 7 of Coins, which is the 7 of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Potions, which is the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Two of Swords. We also have the Two of Wands. 2 twos, that's fun. Then we have the Page of Swords. We also have the Six of Wands. This one's really pretty. Six of Wands. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so you also got the Lover's card. And the Queen of Wands. Ooh, love this Queen of Wands. She's giving me like Baba Yaga because her throne is made out of like chicken legs, which is awesome. And last but not least, the Five of Swords. Okay, so let me take a look at all of these cards. Let me make sure you guys can see them all. Take a look and then I will tell you what I see. Oh my goodness, there are so many cards. Here we go. Here you go, guys. Can you see them all? A little bit more. There we go. Here they all are. Okay, let me take a look. Then I will say what they say. Wow. Okay, you guys. So Justice is really bringing up here for me a cycle. Like it seems like you guys are in this cycle with yourselves of like defensiveness, learning from the fight, getting better, defensiveness, getting pushed away or pushing other people's away, and then attempting to bridge a connection and then becoming overwhelmed and then failing again and then trying again and then failing and trying and failing and trying and yeah, so I'm seeing a huge cycle for you guys of like maybe we are working on our own emotions and how we interact with others, and maybe we are working on self-development to become more emotionally mature, but that's really hard and we're always going to fail sometimes, and like to grow we have to learn from our failures and all that stuff. So I think really the message that I'm getting here is that like you guys are trying really hard, and it is hard. Like Justice is not trying to belittle the journey, this cycle that you guys are experiencing and on, but they're also showing like a progression. Like every time there is a block, like every time that you hit a wall and you go back into your shell and you go back into hiding, or you lash out at somebody or something like that happens, every time this happens, there is a progression forward. Like the defensiveness comes out. We get new learning. We try again next time. We move forward. This Knight of Potions is rolling forward, and then we hit something else and we become really defensive, but then we miss our people. So we try again, we be brave, we put ourselves out there, we succeed, but then it's all too much. Like there is, even though it might not feel like it to you in this moment right now, there is slight steps forward and slight steps up. Like it's not going to happen for you all at once is what Justice is trying to say here. But we go from like Knight of Potions romance to the Lover's romance, which is like baby love all the way up to like the most intense soul connection you've ever had. We go from the Page of Swords, which is like the baby of knowing what they want, the just learning, just figuring it out, to the Queen of Wands, who she is like the knowing witch bitch. Like, I don't know how else to describe her. She's just giving off that energy in this card. They know what they want. They're gonna get what they want. They are badass as fuck and magic as fuck. So like, it's still a fight. It ends with a fight here. It ends with this feeling of, but I'm back down at the bottom again. And maybe that's where you feel you are in this moment in time whenever you're watching this reading. But the constant progression and leveling up of these success cards, if there was another one right here, I think it would go up towards, you know, maybe not the Emperor right away, but like something like that. Like we're building up to that. We would get the High Priestess next, and then the Emperor, and then the Hierophant. Like we are slowly moving ourselves upwards in our self-evolution, in our progression of taming our emotions, in our progression of whatever it is you're working on to connect with other people, to better yourself, to become a better person. It is working. It is slow. It is arduous, but it is working. And Justice is like, hey man, you're trying. That's like amazing. like some people have an amazing ability to just try always, but some of us don't. Some of us, it's really hard for us to get out of bed, right? And that's not a judgment on you. It's not a moral judgment. It's not a care. It's like, it's just how it is. And that's not a judgment on you. The judgment is what you do with that. And you're trying really hard. And that's so commendable. And that's so brave. And Justice is saying, like, every time we take a step forward towards being better, we improve the world around us, and we tip the scales. You know, we tip the scales towards the good. We tip the scales towards the pure, the right, the just. And Justice is like, keep fucking going. Keep fucking going, because you can do this. You are a powerful being, and you are leveling yourself up. And good for you. That's basically the message I'm getting here. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have access to Netflix or anything like that, but guys, this is giving me the movie Klaus. It's a Christmas movie. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with Christmas right now, but it's a Christmas movie about a mailman who goes into a situation not thinking of others, not wanting to help anybody, and ends up becoming a better person every person he helps. And the town around him becomes better because of, you know, the small actions of one person does something for someone, so they do something for someone else, so they do something for someone else. It's that message from Justice of you keep trying, and it is improving. You might not be able to see it now, but in a year, in 2 years, you're gonna look back and be like, holy fuck. Like, how did I get here? Like, what happened? Just like Klaus at the end of his year looks back and is like, this is not the same town that I came to. So, yeah. Good for you guys. Keep going. Don't lose heart. You are tipping the scale. That is all I'm seeing in these cards for you. So the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to shuffle my Blessed Be deck and get you one final blessing as you go towards this new year. So, Justice, would you please give me one final blessing for my group number 2s, please? One final blessing for my group number 2s. Ah, oh no. Almost dropped all the cards. they're really big cards for my teeny tiny hands. Okay. Could we get one final card? This one? I think it's that one. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Yep, okay. So, the card that we have for you guys. Ooh, love it. You guys got card 33. A blessing on your boundaries. A blessing on your boundaries. Ugh, I love the art in these cards. So, I'm going to put her over here so you can see her. And I'm going to read her to you out of the book. Card 33. Card 33. A blessing on your boundaries. A blessing on your ability to decide where you end and where others begin. On what you will do gladly and without regret, and what you cannot be compelled to do, for it would be against your own nature. Within this lifetime, there will be times when you are unsure of what is most important and what is best for you to do. You will not be sure of why you wish to do something, and when it comes to others, especially others for whom you have strong feelings, it can be a challenge indeed to know what is best to do, and to know why we sometimes feel great misgivings when it comes to offering our time, our love, our money, and gifts to another for their use. With this blessing comes a certainty that in this situation, you will now know the difference between what is best for you to do and what another wants you to do. May you be blessed with the sure ability to say no, quietly and without apology, to the boss who asks for too much, to the partner who asks you to put your own needs aside for theirs. May it now be clear to you when a friend fails to listen and reciprocate, and when you give without being given to in return. May this blessing draw clearly the lines that mark out your own emotional landscape, and make a map of who you are and where you end, so that you may know when others intrude into your space and mind, your heart and home, without invitation. With this blessing of boundaries, let there be respect and consultation, and a renewed appreciation of your own needs and desires. May this blessing give you the power to close a door, to open a window, to ask for help in return, and to support yourself by beginning to respect and acknowledge what it is you need. And with this blessing, these powers you will now have. Blessed be. That is lovely. Well, that is all I'm seeing for you, my group number 2s. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed everything, especially on this Christmas and New Year's. I will see you for our next reading. This was Pan. Oh, did I say please like, comment, and subscribe? Well, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a blessed everything. This was Pan. See you next time, guys. Bye.